Ignore all of the noise here, okay? Focus on nothing but the actual moves that are currently being made here. Guys, what we are watching purely is positioning, posturing. Like, this is no longer politics.
Yeah, Tel Aviv is under ballistic missile fire right now. If we can, we have to be careful with landmarks, but if we can, I'd like to show some of the outgoing interceptors in the air. They're going into the distance. You can't quite see them as well as you could just moments ago as you hear the sirens turn off right now. But what I can tell you is that they were going off for several minutes. Tel Aviv has come under fire several times. The air defense has been remarkably strong, but the IDF, as I just shared in the prior report, says that half of these missiles are the cluster munitions that are really difficult to defend against, even with Israel's phenomenal air defense, 4 layers of the Arrow 2 and 3, the David Sling, as well as the Iron Dome. So we haven't heard anything yet. I just saw an interception over here to my left. Sometimes it takes a few seconds to actually hear the explosion after the siren turns off, as you can hear those sirens in the distance again, because this has been a wave as we hear some explosions, Laura, in the distance. This has been a wave here. Right before our first report on your show, I mentioned as we hear several explosions now, we heard of incoming Iranian ballistic missile fire into central Israel. Then there was a second wave into southern Israel, now Tel Aviv. So this appears to be quite a sizable wave coming from Iran. We heard the president and several U.S. officials say that the regime's ballistic missile capabilities are only 10% of what they were at the beginning of this war, but you can see that the regime still does possess the capability of striking offensively. Of course, the Iranian-made Shahed drones are even more difficult. This right now is a ballistic missile threat. The way that it works is we get a pre-alert on the phone, and then a few minutes later, this happens. The sirens go off, and then you can see that some people continue driving on the street.
No, that's crazy.
Most people find shelter. They go into bomb shelters. This is unfortunately everyday life in Israel. It has been for years.
And that's literally the reason why no one, it seems, is actually panicking. I think the average person that is actually experiencing this kind of firsthand would absolutely be panicking and trying to find somewhere else to go that's not here, specifically a place that is currently being targeted pretty drastically, guys. I mean, listen, if you are there, in fact, get to safety. Do not be outside driving like it's casually driving here. Go somewhere else. Get home. Get into a shelter.
Really, the entirety of the country, but especially since the war has started. Let's see if we can show this one, Ben. We'll avoid any landmarks here, but you can see some outgoing, and right behind me, wow, we got quite a few in the center of Tel Aviv. This is quite a sight to behold. You can see the interceptor missiles defending the city and all of the residents below from an Iranian ballistic missile wave.
Guys,
We'll wait to hear any explosions. But, man, you can hear the air defense at work right now, Laura, as it has been strong throughout the day. Again, these cluster munitions pose a different kind of challenge because they break up into several different bomblets, and they're more difficult to intercept. But we haven't heard anything that indicates a direct hit. We did just hear an interception, several interceptions. So that is the latest from where we are right now, Laura. We'll send it back to you.
Nate, I just heard an explosion in the background there, and I know you're getting these alerts on your phones. The cluster munitions and the incoming ballistic missiles, can you get any sense how far outside of downtown Tel Aviv? I know just general Tel Aviv, but far outside of the city, these are striking from your vantage point. We won't give away, obviously, where you are.
Obviously.
But can you sense how far out they are?
Well, this is happening right over Tel Aviv and also right outside Tel Aviv. I mentioned this is part of a wave where central Israel was the first target. then southern Israel, now Tel Aviv. And as you just saw, I'm not sure if we actually showed you with the camera view, but some of those interceptors were fired off directly behind me in the heart of Tel Aviv. So this is happening, you know, over the city. That's where the interceptors go off. I can't tell you exactly where they intercept with the incoming ballistic missile fire, but you can hear those explosions as they continue in the distance, pretty close to where, you know, all these people live. This is the second largest city in Israel.
Yeah, guys, like, of course they're going to 100% target the second largest city, right? I mean, everyone knows Tel Aviv. That's where they're going to target kind of by default. Do not be there,
what's
guys.
Unbelievable, and is that people are just driving on the roads
Casually.
As you said, they've gotten used to this, and it's in the middle of the night, obviously. So it's 1:15 in the morning, but Israelis have gotten used to war and dealing with these incoming attacks. They've already lost, as you said, is it 11 individuals in this in Operation Epic Fury. And it continues to be deadly, no doubt.
Yeah. You know, I'm talking to some people, and obviously getting into a shelter is the smartest thing to do. It's the safest thing to do. But there's a lot of frustration, and people act defiantly, where they think to themselves, at least, you know, they've told me, I've gone to the shelter enough times. I'm going to continue living my life. I was doing something important, and I'm not going to continuously allow, you know, these conflicts to interrupt my life. So some people take that, you know, path. But as I said, obviously the smarter thing to do is to get into a bomb shelter, which is what more people do. But when you're in those bomb shelters, Laura, people are not freaking out. They are annoyed. And they are waiting for it to end. They have tremendous faith in their air defense systems, but these cluster munitions have provided a different challenge.
Absolutely.
And we've seen more casualties
in
Israel from those cluster munitions than we would otherwise.
Okay, guys. Yeah. Listen, understand what the idea of a cluster munition actually is here. It's being launched specifically with one singular device, and obviously once it gets close, it splits into multiple parts, because obviously Israel has, the dome, and that dome has the ability to target one specific thing. But if that one specific thing splits into multiple pieces, then what happens here, guys? Right? It becomes nearly impossible to basically, defend or have any actual defense kind of against this here, guys. Like, this is absolutely getting ridiculous. Listen, I get it. Your day-to-day basically is chaos, war, a consistent level of it, right? So you are now used to it. So you're now saying in your head, I don't have to go in. I was fine the last 36,000 times, basically, I went through it. Somewhat similar to people who live in like Tornado Alley, or they're used to dealing with hurricanes, and they're just like, I'm not getting out of here. The last time I did, I wasted all this money and nothing actually happened. That I could have been here. That type of mentality and thinking absolutely will get you specifically to the point where your life is no longer kind of there. All right, guys. But I get it. In your head, it's a waste of time. I have massive amounts of respect for my defense system. The defense system is not going to do things. But guys, in this exact scenario, with now that you know that your legitimate adversary is utilizing, not even adversary, your enemy, okay, is utilizing cluster munitions. Guys, it may be time to absolutely kind of get to like literal safety, because anything can happen at any moment in this place here, guys. All right? Anything. Guys, we're following it, obviously. Listen, if you guys are new here, please like and subscribe. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and catch you guys in the next one, which will most likely be any moment now, guys. All right? Jeez, guys. I'll catch you guys later.